Before we begin, this episode is largely unedited, and by that I mean it's not edited at all. Connor's mic was very low for some reason, and that's about it. Put it on in the background, listen to us yap, and enjoy.
Hello, guys. Welcome back for another episode of the podcast. But we're joined with some special guests today. We are joined by two of the other manga bros, Ginter and Jake. Say hello, guys.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Ginter.
And I'm joined by my usual co-host, Connor.
Hey, how we doing? New mic, by the way. Just want to say.
Yeah. So hopefully Connor doesn't sound like absolute trash.
Yeah, that was a problem.
I've got
Anyway.
a mic here. It's not plugged in, but I just want to look cool, like you guys.
Joining the crew.
Looking professional.
Today,
Yeah.
we are going to learn more about Ginter and Jake. We're going to go deep dive into them.
Just to give a bit
We're
of
gonna
background
learn-
on these two. Sorry, Ben. To give a bit of background on these two nerds. I mean, this guy's wearing a One Piece hat, and the guy down here. I mean, look at their rooms. Look at mine. I mean, you can't see anything in my room. There's nothing here. There's like a little manga shelf, right? But these guys are the geeks.
And nerds.
They know stuff, right? They've been. Well,
Really-
Ginter. We'll start with you, Ginter.
Yeah.
When did you start watching anime, reading manga? What's your story?
My story started probably in 1996. My uncle, I sound old now. My uncle got me into Pokemon, the Pokemon games, and obviously that's I started playing video games. Pokemon Red was my first game, and then when Pokemon came out on the TV, I was obsessed with just that kind of genre of cartoon. Like it was different from like Cow and Chicken to Johnny Bravo. It just had that different vibe. And then like Digimon came out, and then Yu-Gi-Oh, and then it just evolved into that way, like Sailor Moon, and
Into your obsession. Essentially, it evolved into your
Into
obsession
the
to everything.
and obviously One Piece as well.
Yeah, of
Mm.
course. Got to represent One Piece, even though it's incredibly hard to watch. But we won't talk about that today.
Unless you started it back in like 1999,
Yeah, that would be easy to keep
Yeah.
up with because that's like the entire
Yeah.
journey. That's the entire journey.
That's where I started. That's why I'm still here to this
Yeah,
day,
I mean,
living.
That's quite some journey, to be fair.
Showing your age now, man.
I don't care.
And speaking of
He is
showing
an unk.
age, yeah, he is an unk. Speaking of showing age, below me is Jake. He is also a nerd. I mean, we're all nerds. Let's just be honest, right? But
Yeah.
Jake, what's your story? What's your story? Go on.
So I got into anime through a friend in secondary school. Started off with Tokyo Ghoul and Death Note, and it just kind of spiraled from there. Bought my first manga in 2015, so 10 years ago now, and now we've got this nice little collection behind me.
And now you've got everything behind you. Brilliant.
See, I know Jake has a very similar story with me, though, and one series in particular, which is Soul Eater. Is that we
Oh,
both
yeah.
watched. We
Soul
both
Eater not, but
watched
we've never
Soul
watched
Eater
Soul
not.
Eater.
Hey, well, I've watched Soul Eater. You just
I
never chose.
I still haven't.
Connor, have you seen Soul Eater?
Yes, I've seen Soul Eater, and
Have you
I
seen
And
Soul
Soul
Eater
Eater
not?
I liked it. It was.
Yeah, but have you seen Soul Eater? Wait, did you watch the sequel? Like the spin-off sequel?
Soul Eater not?
No, I don't know. What's the difference between the two? Is there are they both
One's-
just called Soul Eater, or is it?
No, one's Soul Eater, which is the main storyline, and then
Yeah.
there's Soul Eater Not,
Oh,
which
right,
is
okay.
a sequel spin-off
No, I haven't
where it's
seen
like
that
kind of like magical girls, but it's not magical girls.
one. No, I've just seen the OG. Just Soul Eater.
Fair
And,
enough.
and I loved it, to be fair. Don't remember much about it, but I just I actually binged it. I did it in like 50 episodes in a week. When I was going through like a burnout period as well. So whatever it is.
That's good.
It's not too bad.
So now that we know how you guys got into, anime and manga, like, what is a series that like you both couldn't live without now? Like, if you were gonna drop everything else and just only keep one, what are you gonna keep?
See Jake reaching for something.
Gotta be Candy and Cigarettes, Brilliant series.
It's not an anime
You-
yet. Was it just a manga or an anime?
I'm
Anime
more of a
or
reader
manga?
than a watcher, and I so let's go for something with an
So
anime
you-
then.
So are you picking Candy and Cigarettes over Tokyo Ghoul?
I don't.
You
We've gotta wait and
grabbed
see if
that
it gets an
quickly.
anime. No, I know. Look, it's the series that I shout out the most. I could have bought some Ocean Echo. Look at that little smile.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's my
I know how
series.
to make Ben happy. Yeah, no, definitely Tokyo Ghoul though, 100%. Because it's where I started. I wouldn't be where I am today without Tokyo Ghoul. So if my flat was on fire and I had to save like one volume, it would be Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1 because that's what started it all for me.
Okay. Ginter?
Well, you know the answer.
Actually, I
Hey,
assume
One
I don't
Piece.
need to ask you.
One Piece.
It's self. That's if I didn't have One Piece. One Piece got me through everything through life. Like when I was down in the dumps, One Piece would just bring me back up. It's taught me like friendship, values. You know, it's just one of those things that just I adore. And the other thing I know it sounds a bit weird, but I don't think I would have got through one of my breakups without Gurren Lagann being there for me. So I'm just
Fight that power.
like the power. That really got me through like my first ever proper like shitty breakup.
Some solid choices, to be fair. Some solid choices.
That's it. You see, well, I'm not a massive One Piece fan. I can still respect it for like the people who enjoy it. You know, I understand Jake for picking Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could back the anime, but you know, as a manga series, 100%.
Yeah, manga series, 100% beautiful.
100, yeah, no. After finally finishing the manga 10 years later, yeah, no, I do agree. I used to love the anime, and there's so many plot holes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is.
You finally come and realize that.
Yeah, I finally understand. It still feels weird having finished it. It doesn't feel right.
I do want to ask
See-
one thing.
Go on, Connor.
So me and Ben have talked a lot on different episodes about recommendations of either about the topic we're talking about, but one anime that isn't one you've mentioned, so no One Piece, no Oshinoko, Soul Eater, that you would recommend for people who are watching out there in the beautiful world to watch. It could be a long one, it could be a short one, it could be whatever. Just one anime that you haven't mentioned that you would recommend for people to watch. And Jake's reaching for something. It's like the big reveal.
I think he's trying to decide.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I know what he's grabbing.
Okay.
Gotta be.
That's
It's
not what
brilliant. It's brilliant. I was gonna reach for Kaiju number 8, but honestly, Dandadan is like my favorite anime that released last year.
Really?
But would you recommend that to someone who's never watched anime before?
It's a little weird. It is a little weird. There is scenes that would put what I would class as a normie. It'd probably put them off anime. Maybe Kaiju number 8. It's got a lot of cliffhangers. It's a solid series.
Okay. I was thought you were gonna grab Chainsaw Man, honestly.
I don't know about that one.
Really?
First arc, brilliant. Second arc, still not sure where I stand with it.
There was something that is still not out there. I really despise JJK. I don't know why. I think it's just because how the ending was so rushed. I know people still love it because they only watch the anime of it, but when they find out, unless they change it the anime way for the ending, then I can see it being good. But if it stays with the manga, no.
I think the animes are going to expand on the manga and actually explain what, like, JJK was trying to do, like, in a proper way, which I hope so, and actually has a decent ending in the end, or at least make the ending look better than it was in the manga. Well, Ginter, what's your recommendations for people?
Recommendation. Well, first one would definitely have to be a bit of Death Note.
Yes.
Classic.
Death Note is a classic. It was like one of those first dark kind of like animes that like shot up like in the 2000s. And it was the concept of some lunatic guy that thought he could change the world because he didn't think the justice system for the law was right of how people weren't getting killed for doing bad things. And to be fair, eating a chip and writing down a note kind of got me.
That is it's an iconic classic scene for sure.
And Misa, just bit of icing on the cake for that whole series, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So, with both of you giving recommendations, now I'm going to flip on its head. I need to know your guys' most spiciest take in all of anime and manga. Like the take that's gonna get you cancelled on Twitter. You know, what's a take that's gonna put everyone against you?
Maybe me watching Sekirei. I liked Sekirei.
Is that a hot take?
Well, one that will just like proper like what if I said like drop something? I don't know. You
Yeah, as you say. Well, you said JJK was bad, which is technically one.
that
But,
would be probably my hot take for JDK. But then
Is it a hot take?
See, I don't know if that is a hot take anymore now.
I haven't even read the manga, but I just watched the anime. But it's all right. It's all right.
or someone to crucify me.
Yeah, someone who's gonna crucify you.
I don't really know.
I mean, I know one person that will crucify me for this, but Ria's
Yeah,
Creamery is better than the one with black hair. I can't remember her name. Akane, Rias for the win.
That's not a hot take, Jake. That's just factually correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Ginter racks his
Stumped them.
brain.
You've stumped them.
Yeah. To be fair, we did just invite them on like half an hour before recording, so I didn't tell them anything.
Yeah, we had no prep for this. I don't know. Hot take.
But like,
If people were going
I
to
feel like
crucify
some-
me, it'd have to be it'd have to be JDK because I don't like it.
See, you said like spiciest hot take, so like my brain's in a place. I'm trying to think. Right, what's like the horniest like? Piece of
I don't
anime or
need that.
manga
No,
I
it
can
doesn't
think
mean
Damn it,
of?
that.
Jake.
It doesn't mean that.
Because I know you really enjoy Spy Family.
Yeah, no, Spy Family is brilliant. Love it.
But you have an obsession with Anya. It is
I
a
don't
bit
have an
weird, Jake.
obsession with. I don't have an obsession with
don't.
Anya. I just have. The other things out of reach, but
The bag.
I just have these two figures and a tote bag with Anya's face on it.
And
Not
the
an
body.
obsession.
Not.
No. Whoa.
Oh, God.
Let it be known that Jake has an Anya obsession.
It's not. I know. Look. I see her like a door. Like I want to look after her and protect her. You know,
Yeah.
like the world's a harsh
Don't make
place.
it weird,
and, like,
guys. Don't make
It
it
is
weird,
weird.
right? Don't
No,
make
No,
it
why'd
weird.
you make it weird, man? I just like I've got this like parental responsibility that I feel. What can I say?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, moving on from Jake's Anya obsession.
You're the one that brought it up.
So, hey, so obviously we've got new anime airing nowadays. So we're in the winter season. What's the best show that's coming out right now? If you guys have been watching any.
Well, I feel like ReZero is out there at the moment in winter, for the winter
Yeah.
anime. But yeah, I feel like obviously Solo Leveling is probably
The best
one that is the best one for winter at the moment. Yeah, it's the one that everyone's just obviously talking about.
Is it overrated though?
What?
Is it overrated?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
What is it? What is? I feel like people have hyped it up too much, Connor. But it is a good manhwa. I'm not gonna lie. It is good, but I feel like I prefer the manhwa to the actual show. Like you get more. The colors look better in the manhwa to the anime.
You know what? I agree with you, Gint. I agree.
Like if you haven't read the manhwa, then I would highly recommend, because I like look through each, like now the episodes are airing, I read that episode and then watch it and I go, you know what, that looks a lot better in the manhwa. Then some episodes do rock the past the manhwa, but then there's certain scenes where I'm like, that didn't go that way in the manhwa. So I'm just like,
Plus, they skip some stuff like that you kind of do need to know, because they're like,
do.
hey, you want some more fights? Here you go.
Yeah,
I do.
I noticed that with the because I watched the film back in December, like the recap film of the first 2 episodes. And watching that recap film, they left out stuff from then the first 2 episodes. Then you know, they had it in the film, and then watching the first 2 episodes, actually episode by episode, they cut so much out, even from the film. So I don't even want to imagine how much they cut out from the manhwa over the longer period. But I do got a question, Ginter. You said you recommend reading it. Would you watch it first, then go back and read it, or read it and then watch it? Do you know what I mean? Like, for someone like me, would you recommend to read it now, get ahead, or just wait for the episodes and then go back?
So what I do, like what I'm doing now is reading it first, because I know the episode's going to air like Saturday, so I'll read 3 chapters or so just in case it does go over those chapters.
Yeah.
And then I can then flick through the pages while I was watching it and seeing if, like, because they do miss out some dialogues, and it's like, whoa, okay, what's going on here? So yeah, I would recommend to anyone that's this season ends and you want to carry on, I'd read the manhwa and then read it again when the episodes start coming out again.
Yeah. Perfect advice.
That's what I'd recommend. Yeah.
Jake, have you been watching anything? I know you don't watch much anymore.
Yeah, the only recent anime that I've been watching is Sakamoto Days, and I'm only like 3 episodes in. I'm enjoying it so far. I know we spoke about this privately as well. I definitely feel like, especially the scene with like Hard Boiled, that scene is so much better. It's more action packed in the manga, and it feels like the action's very kind of like drawn back almost. There's not as much action as there maybe should be, I feel, in the anime. It definitely feels more like it's been done as like a slice of life or comedy series rather than an
It looks
action
stiff.
series with assassins. Yeah. I like how it's animated. I'm enjoying it for what it is, but I definitely prefer the manga. That's the only recent thing I've watched.
Because that's the thing with Sakamoto Days. Like, I can say now, I've dropped it. Like, as a manga glazer for it, I loved like Sakamoto Days, but as an anime, it does not hold up. And like, I kind of agree with you, Jake, on like the animation style. It kind of presents itself as a slice of life comedy show, when in reality, Sakamoto Days is an action show with comedy elements, and like the action scenes don't hold up like to what I guess it should be, especially when it compared to like the likes of Dandadan, Chainsaw Man, JJK, Kaiju, you know, which all got pretty decent adaptations.
It almost feels like they, again, going back to like Spy Family, it looks like they've almost gone, hey, Spy Family's got like spies and assassins in. Let's try and be that, but it doesn't work for the series that they are. They're more of an action-packed series, and they've not really presented that well.
I feel like if another production company took over it, because I feel like I know Netflix, it's on Netflix as well. Like, I feel like if someone else did the animation and did it their way, I feel like it would have done a lot better.
As I said, Netflix has definitely got a bad like rep when it comes to anime.
Like, some are good. Like they did alright with Delicious Dungeon. Like,
yeah.
That was a good shout, and I can't fault them for that. But some animes that they've taken over, they've completely destroyed, and you just might as well read a manga.
Connor made a video on one, Children of the Whales.
Yeah, unfortunately. Why? Cramming too much into 12 episodes. It's literally one of those animes you watch and you forget about it. You just forget about it. It's funny you guys speak about Sakamoto Days, actually, because I do have the first volume of the manga. That's all I had. I read halfway through it, stopped, not because I wasn't enjoying it, just because I like stopped. And even as someone who knows nothing about the manga, really, reading half of one volume, literally nothing, it does feel. I thought it was going to be a competitor. I thought it was going to be Dan level hype, but just in the winter. And it's like, even when the first few episodes came out, it's just fallen so flat. And even just from an anime watcher point of view, it just doesn't feel. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching it, but it doesn't feel like it's
mid.
Yeah,
you can say it's mid.
Yeah.
Like,
I was trying to think in my head, like I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. It's just all right, you know. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not blowing my socks off. It's just, I'll watch it. It's nice. Yeah.
It's just good.
Yeah.
I made a video on it. It's just a good anime. Like, it's nothing like Mordo, which is kind of what's sad about it. When you see the other like jump shows get such a big like push and like such good animation, and then you see like Sakamoto Days just not get anything basically like in return.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. One question I do want to ask, obviously, and this is for you as well, Ben. Is there any anime that is not out right now that you do plan to watch in the future? So either that be in spring, summer, this year, next year, something that's been announced, maybe something that hasn't been announced. Is there like an anime you sit there and you go, "Ooh, I'm 100% watching that. Nothing's gonna stop me."
My Gossip Darling season 2.
Okay.
100%. 100%. I can't wait for season 2 to come out.
You
Or
enjoyed
do you need
season
a
one,
you
then?
need a list,
I
Connor?
love season 1.
You got an entire list of things you're gonna.
Yeah, I was like, do you need a list? I've got a good few.
Yeah, let's see, and then we'll see.
Oh,
If
So Ben's like Oshinoko season 3. Definitely.
So Oshinoko season 3, My Dress Up Darling season 2.
Okay, both there.
You've got Fire Force season 3.
Okay.
Well, the final season.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Noragami got announced for season 3 as well. Like that got
Yeah.
confirmed.
I love Noragami. That's amazing.
What else is there? There's just a good few. But like
No, I know
one,
there is a lot
I guess
going
it's been out for a while, but I really desperately need to watch it. Is Mushoku Tensei,
on, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
because
Mhm.
everyone's gone on about it and has not shut up about it, about being like a great isekai, and I've had enough of it. So
It's good
I
to
will
find
finally
out.
sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
Gento, what about you? I know you actually watch, quite a bit.
Yeah. I obviously waiting for One Piece to come back on every episode. It's not like I've been starved of One Piece. It's like I've still get the chapters every
How can you be
week.
starved? There's thousands of
Yeah,
episodes.
I-
Thousands of chapters.
I'm so far ahead of the anime. It's like I don't like I can watch the anime. Sometimes the animation can be a bit too much for One Piece. I can say that.
Yeah.
I've preferred reading it because obviously that's what I started. I started reading that before watching it, and yeah, it's a lot different. Another thing I'd like to see, either them. I want them to make more EPO if they could. I enjoyed watching season 2 and season 3 on Netflix when they brought that out. Obviously, sub, because you only can watch the EPO and sub, even though the dub is kind of cool. Blue Lock season 3 when that comes out, I'm looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie, and I'd like them. I know it's gonna be impossible, but something Shujo Oshimi. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to see even Blood on the Tracks.
Yeah,
if
because
that
we've only got Flowers of Evil so far,
Yeah.
and that was done. I can't remember the filming style, but they did it kind of live action. Is it retroscoping? I think they rotoscope. Was it called retroscoping?
something.
It's a very
they filmed
specific
it as
style of
live
animation.
action. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly look up what it is. I'm
I'm
sure
gonna
it was
try and-
retroscoping.
It's a nice little mix of anime there, and obviously me being the almost feels like the new kid on the block when it compared to you, like you guys and your ancient tales. Anyone looking forward to season 2 of Freerun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah.
I haven't watched
I've
season
got-
1 yet. I'm sorry.
I've
Get
got-
on season 1. Get on it. It's
I've
really
got-
good.
I'm ready up to date. I've got the net that
Nice.
the number 12, and obviously I'm reading it online as well. But
Yeah,
it-
it's gonna be a big one, I think.
free one's it's a slice of life. It's a nice little
It's-
slice of life.
I don't know when it's coming as well. If it's just been, we just know it's happening. I don't know if we know when.
It's the end of that first season's like the end of book 8, isn't it, or halfway book 8, I believe. Ben, if you can correct me with that one, or can you not?
Which one? Freeman?
Yeah, is it book 8 that it stops the first season? I think it was. Can't remember.
Round. It's around them.
Yeah, because we've got enough books to make another season. Well, they could,
Yeah.
you know,
And then that'll be it.
because
Then.
13's coming out soon anyway. Next month, I believe. So
Yeah, but there's so much coming out.
So
Also,
what,
Jake.
something else I'm definitely looking
Oh, yeah,
looking forward to as well. One Piece live action season 2.
Yeah,
And
You
it's
know,
not anime.
good, you know,
It's
I've
good,
kinda,
actually-
it's on
good
it's on the
shout,
same
good
kind
shout.
of
Nearly forgot
because
about that.
I'm enjoying the live action. Personally, I could never get into the anime. I tried to read the manga, couldn't get into it. But just personally, I'm waiting for the remake. When that comes out, I will give One Piece another shot. But I'm loving the live action personally.
Oh yeah, like I love the live action. The live action's great.
They just finished
I think
filming
anything
that, didn't they?
they did just for finish. I'm looking forward to seeing how they did. Obviously, only saw the back of Chopper, but I like to
Yeah.
see the whole little shabazz of him, and I can't wait to see Vivi in action.
That would be good as well because I've actually watched those episodes in the anime.
There you go.
I've done it. I've
They-
watched that far in. So
I
did
can't wait. I can't wait to see Ginter building One Piece Lego sets on a live stream.
I'll be good, man.
You know it's
all
gonna
that Lego's
happen.
gonna be mine. That Lego's gonna be
Definitely.
mine.
Connor, time check.
25.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So I'm all out of questions, Ben.
Yeah.
For these lovely
I'm
lads.
I'm good. I've learned more about these lads, even though I talk to them every single day.
A question for you, Connor.
Oh, okay. Damn,
Ooh.
flip the script.
So obviously
Scared now.
you got into anime like during uni, weren't it? Like
Yeah, 2020.
was it back
yeah.
in 2020?
If we're excluding Pokemon and all that,
Yeah. What was it? What I know. Which one was it that got you back into anime again?
According to my list, right? I keep
Yeah.
notes out. According to my list, the first one it's in order of when I finished them, not necessarily when I watched them. So sometimes, whatever. Princess Mononoke is actually the first one on that list. But give me 2 seconds. It was Princess Mononoke. Because I was just watching either whatever was on Netflix. I actually watched the Ni no Kuni film as well, which is
Oh,
also
yeah,
on
Ni no Kuni.
Netflix. And then the one
Yeah.
after that, if we're excluding, because the first anime I sat down and watched season for season was actually before 2020, and that was Pokemon Indigo League and then Pokemon XY and XY and Z, right?
Yeah.
The one after that, which is the one we're all looking for, is High Rise Invasion, which is just like a random
Yeah,
one.
really,
That's a
like-
crazy one.
Because I was just
That's
It's
crazy.
such
I
a
knew-
shame that the anime got cancelled. I actually really enjoyed it.
same. I knew nothing of I didn't know what fan service was. I didn't know anything. I just watched Princess Mononoke one day around my nan's. I actually watched Princess Mononoke with my nan. So when like the heads are flying off and all that sort of stuff, my nan was probably like, "What are you?" I was like, "This is a new thing I'm watching. What's he getting into?"
It is a solid movie, to be fair.
But yeah. So High Rise, and then the one after that on the list is Sword Art Online. So Sword Art Online was probably a big one for me in terms of like the first one where I sat down for multiple seasons, thing like that. But I actually finished High Rise Invasion before that, so just such a random one. But
My follow-up question to that then, what did you think of Sword Art? Because personally, I love like the first season, but like Gun Gale Online, didn't feel it. Wasn't the same.
at the time, because I hadn't watched much, I didn't have anything to like compare it to. And not that you need to compare
Yeah.
it to, but you can just kind of see the quality of different anime.
Yeah.
And I loved it all the way through. I thought the Alicization stuff was like mint. I thought that was really good.
Did you watch it all? Like all War of Underworld?
Yeah, so
on...
when I was watching it, I'm pretty sure War of the Underworld was airing or just finished airing or something like that. Because I swear that's 2020, 2021 when it was airing, or I think it maybe just finished. But yeah, I think I had to go back for the War of the Underworld. But yeah, I presume I've caught up. I've watched 4 seasons. I've watched the only film I've watched is Ordinal Scale, and I like that. But I only watched that this year, though.
Yeah, Ordinal Scale is canon to the seasons.
Yeah.
But then the new movies, the Progress movies,
Yeah,
it's a retelling of Sword Art Online, but
Yeah.
from Asuna's point of view,
yeah.
and it expands each floor more,
Instead
basically.
of what they did in the anime, which was just
Yeah,
boop boop boop. Oh, we're up here now. Like,
yeah, basically.
Just a quick one for you. What Ghibli movie got you like surprised you the most?
who wants to go
Is
first?
this going to be a teaser for Connor's video?
When you say like surprised, as in like favorite film or like
No,
the one that
not
kind of
favorite,
like
but like
most
you thought,
hard-hitting?
oh, I'm not gonna like it, but actually it became like one of your top 3 Ghibli movies.
Okay. I'll let you go.
My Neighbor Totoro.
I
Yeah,
can't say there was one that really surprised me. Like I love all the Ghibli films. I'm trying to get them all on DVD, possibly Blu-ray as well, because why not? Um, One that kind of shocks everyone when I say it's in like my personal top five. From Upon Poppy Hill.
Okay.
yeah, okay.
I really
Yeah.
like that movie.
Right, and I'm gonna spin the other end of that because I associate these two movies together. Whisper of the Heart.
Mm.
Yeah,
I don't know why I associate those two movies together, but I just do. I love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
When Marnie was there was also very good.
That was pretty decent. That
it was.
was pretty
So
decent.
one that surprised me is probably Castle in the Sky. Absolutely, that for something. I think I've got something about things in the sky because Sky Pier is one of my favorite arcs from One Piece. It's just something about that whole aspect of like witches and the old ancient civilization in the sky of like it's
Yeah.
just really really weird, but it brought little tears to my eyes. That one that did.
It is a brilliant. Again, it's a brilliant film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Right.
going back, and I'm gonna jump back to like 15 minutes ago, but an anime that I think a season 2 is coming out for. Somali and the Forest Spirit, was that getting a season 2?
I'm not sure.
I
I
did
remember
like
I
it,
heard
but
something about it recently. I can't remember what I heard. Maybe it's getting a manga adaptation if it doesn't have one already. I heard
No, Smiley in the
something about
that's
it.
got manga being released by Titan Comics. Get it now.
Is that being released currently? Is that like new
Yeah,
release?
volume one just out now. Not sponsored. Titan, please sponsor me. Anyway, it's been released right now.
That's what I heard recently then, because I watched that when it first came out on Crunchyroll a few years ago and absolutely loved it. It made me cry as well. Like the ending made me cry. Absolutely beautiful series.
Beautiful
Wow.
stuff.
I think we're gonna round it off there. It's been lovely having you, lads.
Yeah, thank you for
And
having me.
thank
Hope to
you.
do this again sometime.
Yes, it would be great.
I'll invite you back. I'll invite you back sometime. Who knows? Maybe
We need
when we
more, we
all,
need more Manga
meet
World
up.
specials.
Indeed,
Hey,
indeed.
maybe when we all meet up, IRL podcast.
Yeah, that'd be
Perfect.
cool.
Right. Appreciate you guys
Yes.
watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll catch you again.
Subscribe to these two. They're great. I don't know where they
We'll
are
link
because
We'll link these guys' TikToks in the comments below.
They'll be there. Right. See you guys. Bye bye now.
Bye bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye
See you
bye.
later.